Hello, 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 everybody, and happy weekend, happy live stream. Thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, welcome. For those of you that are new here, we do these live streams every weekend, 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. European time, which is 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, and somewhere in the middle of the night if you're watching from Australia and New Zealand. So I always give you a big shout out if you do, because that's dedication for you. So for today, everything has changed. Everything has changed. So YouTube decided to completely change their platform for hosting live streams as I don't know, but I don't believe it's kind of their priority anymore. I think they want to prioritize other content and forms of content. So it's all got a bit messy. It hasn't really worked. So for anyone that's left a comment or joined the chat and their comment isn't appearing, apparently it just isn't. I'm gonna have to play around with the settings to kind of make it work. But basically, anyone that left a comment before like 10 minutes before the live stream was about to start was just missed off, which is super annoying, but it is what it is, including my message. My own comment it moderated out, so very sorry about that, and thank you for everyone that is joining and persevering. I'm sure there's lots of things that I can play around with and try and get it working, so yeah, but we're just going to plow on through. We're going to persevere. So if you have already left a comment and it's not showing up, I'm not ignoring you, I'm not being rude, it's just how the new YouTube thing kind of works. But I would love to hear from you, so if you wouldn't mind just dropping it again in the comments, that would be much appreciated. So how is everyone doing today? How's everyone's weekend? How's everyone's week been? Give us all of the gossip. I'm gonna go through things in the normal way. Tom isn't with us today. He's spending some time with his family, so Sheriff Tom isn't in town, which means I'll have to do the moderating and the commenting at the same time. But we'll make it work. We're gonna make it work. So if I slip up, or I'm not a born multitasker, so I'm just prime you. So let's go through some hellos first. We've got Jan. Hello, Jan. Hope all is amazing with you and Suzanne. We've got Carolyn, Hells, Stephanie. We've got Harper's. We've got Scott. Great to see you all. Danny, wonderful to have you, my love. Sea Shines. We've got Natasha. We've got Slutty. Lovely to see you, my love. We've got Solvig, Amy, Ahmed. Great to have you. John, Lisa. So many of you guys. So thank you all so much for joining, and yeah, thanks for persevering as we kind of work our way through some of the new settings that YouTube are throwing our way for these lives. I think I now understand. Obviously, I took a week off last week, so there wasn't a live stream last week. I understand now, coming into all of this and trying to make it work, why a lot of content creators no longer do lives. I think it's a shame. So hopefully we'll be able to work through the settings and some of the challenges and still make these as fun and fabulous as usual. We've got a light bulb out. If you're wondering why it's a little bit dark, I've got a light bulb out. I need to change that. I was playing around with the settings rather than prioritizing changing the light bulb, so we're going to work on that. So let's get through and get some of the questions. You can ask anything you like whatsoever, just drop it in the chat, and I'll get to you as soon as possible. I go through all the comments in the order that they come in. I just think that's the fairest way of making sure everyone gets an equal chance of having their question answered, and there's no cost for these live streams or anything like that. All I ask for in return is that if you haven't already, if you reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a big like, honestly means the world to me, so thank you all so much. So we've got Jan rushing back to join the live. So hopefully you made it back in time, Jan. Hopefully you, Suzanne, and the gorgeous Damien are all doing amazingly well. Carolyn said, let me check the news. It's quite quiet in here. Yeah. We're just going to blame it on some of the YouTube, like, the changes that they've implemented in these live streams. I don't think are working out. It means that basically anyone that left a comment prior to about 10 minutes before the live stream, comment was wiped, so nothing at all, which is frustrating, and disappointing. But we're gonna plow through. They've also changed how they promote live streams, so they promote other styles of content, and yeah, so it's changed how it's promoted, so I don't think many people get the notifications, which is a shame, but we work with, it's their platform, they can do what they want, and we work with it. But yeah, that's why it's a little bit quieter, and why there were no comments prior to it kind of going live. Hells, great to see you, sending you lots and lots of love. Same to you, Stephanie. Happy Saturday. Hope all is amazing with you. Hell says, where is Tom? Tom is having a gorgeous bit of time away with his family. Obviously I'm missing him lots, but sending lots and lots of love. So the sheriff in town is not here today, but again, we're going to muddle through. If you remember last time Tom took some time off, it was a disaster. I'm not a multitasker, so kind of I think we're going to miss him. See, I should be saying as well, I should definitely say, as very rude of me to have not said it already, is welcome to the 10,000 people that have subscribed and joined the channel and the Mad About Skin family in the last week. We had a couple of videos go viral, and so many people have discovered the channel recently, which honestly is absolutely amazing. So if you're one of the 10,000 new subscribers, followers, whatever, we call them members of the Mad About Skin family that joined in the last week, let me know where you're coming in from, say hi, let us know in the chat. But yeah, things have gone absolutely crazy in the last week, which is why it's kind of nice to chill, sit down with you guys. I forgot my drink. That's the biggest mistake in all of this, but we'll get through. So yeah, it's just lovely to spend some time with you guys. Harper's, great to see you, my love, and happy morning to you. Jan says, is everyone on vacay? I mean, I don't know how it works in other countries, but here in the UK, usually in August, everybody goes on holiday. Excuse me. I woke up from a nap about 10 minutes ago. we're just going with the program. So yeah, here in the UK, everyone seems to go on holiday in August. And if I remember last year, our live streams in August were always a little bit quieter than the rest of the year because everyone's out there sunning themselves. But Jan, why can't they watch a live stream from the beach, sun lounger, pina colada, sun beating down, and yeah, sunscreen on, obviously, watching a live stream? Is there anything better? I can't think so. Caroline said, did you guys have a nice weekend so far? Yeah, great weekend so far. I've got a little bit of painting and decorating to do after this live stream, Caroline. Got the dinner in the slow cooker or crock pot, depends where you are in the world as to what you call it. So that's ready for after the live stream. Then I've got a little decorating to do. But I've actually been watching this program on Netflix called, I think it's called like Wild Wild Country or something like that. Anyway, it's about a cult that kind of took over a town in America, and then it all escalated and it got very messy very quick. Anyway, actually a really, really good program. If you've got Netflix, I would recommend it. So I'll probably watch a couple of episodes of that while I'm decorating tonight. Let's see, Scott says, good morning, I hope all is well. Sending you lots and lots of love to California, Scott. Hope all is amazing with you. Yeah, how's your week been? Hell said, this is the busiest weekend for us in Cyprus. Indoors weekend for me. Oh, love a good indoors weekend. Yeah, I can imagine in those countries which seem to be, they'll end up inundated with British tourists. So I know so many friends and family are going to Cyprus, Spain and Malta. Those seem to be like the top three destinations for Brits this year. So if a load of British people have descended on your island or your part of the world, I collectively apologise. And I know that Cyprus is probably going to be quite busy. Scott said, it's Pride weekend in Long Beach, lots of activity. Well, happy Pride, Scott. Hopefully you have a gorgeous, gorgeous time. Here, it's absolutely torrential rain. We've got our first storm of the year, which very early to have a storm in August. First storm of the year, torrential rain. It has been miserable with wind and everything. So I might just need to pop over to Long Beach, Scott, and yeah, join you for a little bit of warmth. Danny, hope everything is amazing with you, and that you're having an amazing little weekend. I see. You know, they might have changed the way that these live streams operate, but they haven't been able to fix the problem where it always skips and I lose where I am in the chat. They haven't made it easier for me, but they have managed to change other things. Seashine says, yay, so glad this is happening. I've been sick since Tuesday. Could definitely use a pick-me-up. Well, we've missed you too, my love, and sending you lots and lots of love. Hopefully you feel better soon. Yeah, nothing's worse than feeling like and ill. So we're sending you lots and lots of love, and collectively, hopefully, you'll feel amazingly better in no time at all. Natasha, great to see you, my love. Happy weekend. Solvik says, I'm finally back from my summer holiday. Oh, where have you been, Solvik? Anywhere nice? Sending you lots and lots of love. So Ahmed says, should I use tretinoin for glass skin? You definitely can. I think a retinoid, whether it's tretinoin or whether it's retinol or whatever you choose, is a good place to start. But what I would say is make sure that you accept you're going to go through a rough patch before you get to the smooth patch. Because whatever retinoid you choose, it's usually going to take somewhere in the region of probably about 8 weeks to 12 weeks to settle in. So you're going to feel dryness, sensitivity, a bit of irritation. So you have to get through that. So if you do want to use retinoid of any description for glass skin, if it's tretinoin or whatever, just know that it's going to get worse before it gets better. Brace yourself for that, and then set your expectations. And yeah, you should get some really good results. I think tretinoin or retinoid is a really good, really good way of like getting your glass skin. What I will say as well, Hamed, is you don't need to ask the same question a million times. This goes for everyone, not just Ahmed. You don't need to ask the same question a million times. I go through. I know this is how a lot of other live streams operate, where you have to literally just spam your question to get attention. I go through the comments the order that they come in. I think it's more civilized. So you only need to ask, for everyone out there, just ask your question once, and I will get around to you as soon as possible. I promise. Let's see. Lisa, great to see you, my love. John says, I'm thinking of swapping vitamin C to the ordering multi-peptide plus copper peptide 1% for AM and use PM Tret. Any tips, please? So yeah, that could absolutely work, John. What I would say is you can actually use the multi-peptide plus copper peptide 1% morning and evening, and you can use it alongside Tret. So I know that the ordinary say you can't. The people that created the copper peptides, which actually go in there, say you can. So I personally would say you're absolutely fine to use the ordinary copper peptides in the evening with your Tret alongside the morning. I do both, and it's absolutely fine as long as you haven't got sensitive skin, is what the manufacturer said. So that's the only tip I would give. But yeah, I think that could work really, really well. Anyway, how are you, John? How is everything? I'm assuming it's still wet and windy in Essex like it is here in Hampshire, so hopefully all is amazing with you. Marley, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Rosie, great to see you. Same to you, Mai. Sending love to California. Nadine, great to see you. And Rita, welcome, my love. How are you? Hope everything's amazing. John says, yeah, first live I've cut in weeks. Well, we missed last week. I can't even remember what happened last week. You know when you have like a mind blank where it's been so busy and I can't even remember what happened last week. But anyway, we skipped a week. So it seems like it's ages since I've sat down and chatted with you guys. So thank you all for joining. And next week, I promise that I'll have better lighting. I'll replace the light and then we'll have slightly better lighting. It'll be less dark. Amy says, new packaging and product update, please. Ooh, yes. Happy to do that, Amy. Happy to do that. So first of all, if anyone did want to order, just as you've just reminded me, Amy. If anyone wanted to order any of the products, let's just if you go to www.madaboutsincare.com, use the code YouTube. I'm just typing this for 15% off. The reason I wanted to highlight that is it's only going to be live, that discount, for a couple more days. So if you wanted to use it, if you did want to stock up, save 15%. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up so that no one misses out. So yeah, I'll find that. Let me just get a link to the website. And then I'll give you an update on all the products. Let me just... This is where Tom comes in handy. He's far quicker at doing this sort of thing. So I've done that. So yeah, if you wanted 15% off, use it, as that code won't be around for long. So Amy, new product and packaging. So new product, which is the peptide serum. The peptide serum is the next one to be released. It's going to be an amazing alternative to the Hyaluronic sub-Q skin, which I personally loved, and is out of discontinued now, never to be seen again. So New peptide serum is going to work really well alongside, like, as an alternative to that. I think even better, if I dare say that. Now, Tom is the #1 fan of the Hyaluronic Sub-Q Skin, so he'll be the judge of whether it's better or not. I'll leave that up to him. But yeah, that should. I'm hoping it's going to be out in the next couple of months, so not long to wait for that. New packaging we're working on. We have finalised the new components. We've ordered them, so that's all done. We've talked about sizing products and things like that, just for some tweaks, so we've got some more uniformity across the brand. We talked about the colours that have been chosen. We're pretty much there. We've got to finalise the logo change, and we've got to finalise exactly some of the product, like, packaging specs. Then it can go into manufacture, and then the new products will be there. It feels like that's very little left to do, but I also feel like there's an awful lot left to do. So yeah, watch this space, Amy. Hopefully it won't be much longer. Like, I'm genuinely hopeful that we're in the final straight of the new packaging. Certainly, the peptide serum is coming very, very, very soon, so there won't be long to wait for that new packaging. I am so impatient, Amy. So impatient. I just want it to happen. It happened like yesterday. Jean, great to see you, my love. Say, any Mad About Skin offer for August? Yeah, there's the 15% off using the YouTube discount. And we're working on something that. We're working on something. There might be something later in the month. I can't say because we haven't quite finalised it yet. But there might be something later in the month. So yeah. What do I think to you, to the people? Don't bother. Like, it's nice packaging. It's really expensive, and most of their products really strip my skin. Their cleanser, which everyone was like amazed by and said it was amazing, was one of the most drying cleansers I've ever used. And I think they're getting very little hype now. It's kind of, I know they had like Hiram on retainer, and they paid him to promote the products, and he did an amazing job at that. But now that retainer's finished, nobody else talks about them as a brand. So I think that's probably quite reflective of I think they're just overpriced for what they are. There's nothing wrong with you, the people. They're cruelty free, which is a big positive. They have some vegan options, which again, great option. Great for people that want that. Yeah, I just think they're very overpriced for what they are. That would be my honest opinion. Mally says, Rob, how many pumps of the Hara Hara Mineral Sunscreen do you use for your face and neck? I can't remember. 3 for the face, 1 for the neck. That probably would be about right. I'm not one of these people that measures sunscreen. I know some people get the little teaspoon out and do the 3 fingers and all. I don't. I just put it on the skin because I come from a place where I never wore sunscreen. I was the worst at it. Like, never wore sunscreen. I was completely useless. And so I just see it as, instead of like stressing over the amount that I'm using, just using it is enough for me. That's my personal approach. Obviously, follow instructions and all that. But for me, I think we went through a stage, where everyone got super obsessive about the 3-finger thing and the right amount and measuring it out. And I just think it's unrealistic. You should apply your skincare how it works for you. And for me, I just apply it to the point where it looks okay and it feels okay. So I think 3 pumps and 1 for the neck is probably what I would do. And yeah, I prefer to apply 2 smaller amounts as well, so I'll do like 2 pumps, then another 2 pumps afterwards. That tends to be how I would work it out. But different people for different things. But I want 2023 to be the year there where we focused on using our sunscreen, not obsessing about the application. Like, it is good practice to get a good application, but I think the sunscreen fanatics end up putting a lot of newbies off, feeling like, well, I can't do that, so I'm just going to ignore it. And so that's what happens. So I would say, Mally, use the right amount that feels good on the skin, looks good on the skin, and works with what you're looking to get. That's usually what I would. That's my recommendation. Suzanne, great to see you, love. A little man is wiggling to all of you. Suzanne, tell Damien I'm wiggling back. Amy says, "Oh dear, we need Sheriff Tom today." I tell you, Amy, I told you, he's the best deterrent in the world because the second Tom isn't here. Stacey says your home is so lovely. Oh, thank you, Stacey. That's really, really kind. Thank you. I actually, do you know what? I'll just give a shout out. So these flowers in the back that you can see in the back, I got a week ago. Really, really kind. Were sent to me by V Green, the skincare company. I did a video where I can't even remember what video it was now. Well, basically, I don't know. I sent the praise of the brand and said it was amazing. Completely unsponsored. Don't do sponsored content here at all. They must have seen it. Which is always like when brands watch your content, I always cringe a little because I'm like, oh, did I say anything? Oh, I don't know. But anyway, and they saw it, and their creator sent those flowers just to say thank you for the kind words about the brand. And I was like, you know what, that is so lovely. That is really genuinely really nice. And we're getting all the offers in for Black Friday. So obviously Black Friday and then Christmas things. Lots of brands are approaching with like, can we do a sponsored video about this? Can we do a sponsored video for Black Friday? Obviously my answer is no, I don't do sponsored content, so that's quite easy to say no. But this year, so many more brands have reached out. I don't know what the reason is. Anyway, so many more brands have reached out, and yeah, some of them are really really nice. So like Allies of Skin reached out and said, "Could you sponsor?" And I genuinely use their products. But I was like, yeah, sorry, I don't do sponsorships. But you know, if you have a good deal on for Black Friday, quite happy to tell everyone about it because I'll be shopping it. So you know, give me the heads up and I'll tell everyone because I'll be using the deal. But yeah, so they reached out, which was really really kind. Yeah, so there's still not going to be any sponsorships this year. No. For Black Friday, we'll be doing our usual charity drive for The Ordinary and Neod products. For those of you that are new, I keep forgetting we've got like 60,000 new followers and subscribers since last Black Friday. But for Black Friday, we'll do our usual charity drive. So every year we take advantage of the Decium sale, which is Neod and The Ordinary. This year it's going to be slightly higher percentage off than last year. You heard it here first. And we, obviously the links and the channel gets a commission when anyone shops through the links. And for the month of November for The Ordinary Neod, we collect it all together and we give it all away to charity. Last year, I think it was, I couldn't even remember the numbers. I can't remember the numbers because by the time the commission comes in, it's usually January when we do the donation. But it was a lot. It was a lot, and that was really really kind of them. And they're always supportive of that. So yeah, this year for Black Friday we'll be doing our usual charity drive, so we can shop and give back at no cost. Which what's not to love about that? And I already know from some of the sponsorships that people are approaching with, there's going to be some really good deals, like really good deals. Which I'm cheap. I love a good deal. Solvig says we need Sheriff Tom to keep us all under control. I know, Solvig. I know. And he says, woo, it's 10,000 new Ps. I know. Yeah, it's been like crazy. This week has honestly been crazy. So mad. So many new people have discovered the channel, which is amazing. So many people have decided to click that subscribe button, which is even more amazing. And it's so nice to meet so many new people. The dark side, I will say the dark side of this is the more people that discover your channel, the more comments you get, the more subscribers you get, and all this, which is great, absolutely amazing. And so many people have been like, oh, you know, saying lovely things about the channel and the videos, and it's amazing. You also get a lot more hate comments, like a lot more, which, water off a duck's back. If you're thinking of leaving a hate comment, you're wasting your time. Don't care. Just delete, wasting your time. It doesn't bother me at all, but I'm like, oh gosh, for other people, this is why like, the only thing that bothers me is I think for me, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Move on. But for some people that might be in a bit of a, you know, we all have times when we're not feeling at our best, or you know, might be going through something or whatever. For any other content creators, that like one comment that some keyboard warrior decides to bash out, probably because they're having a bad day themselves, or they're just horrible people, who knows, I'm like, that could really impact someone. So I think it was quite eye-opening. I think it's been quite eye-opening this week in just the amount of online rubbish that content creators must get day in, day out. And yeah, whilst it doesn't bother me, I mean, I screenshot quite a few of them and send them to Tom and be like, really? Really? And it's just like, wow, aren't people like, yeah, I don't know. So I just, like I say, I can't imagine if I was feeling in a bit more of a vulnerable state, how all that would go. So yeah, we don't leave online hate, which is why our community is so lovely. And any new people that have left online hate, delete, move on, block, move on. No time for that in our lives. Emily says, your living room looks so warm and cozy. Yeah, I go for warm and cozy. It has to be in this weather because it is so cold. This doesn't even feel like it doesn't even feel like August. I'm coming over to Cyprus. make room for me. I'm coming over. I want some warmth. Carolyn says, congrats on the new subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was unexpected, but obviously fabulous. Don says, I've just started using both of your serums. Can I use the ordinary copper peptide serum at the same time, or should I alternate? No, Don. First of all, thank you for your order. I remember when I shipped out your order. Yes, you absolutely can use them together with the ordinary copper peptide. Retinol, beautiful with copper peptides. Absolutely fine to use with it. Same with, yeah, so you can use both serums with the ordinary copper peptide, no problems whatsoever. So yeah, I created them to be fully, like, to make them to be as accessible as possible. So there's a lot fewer rules and regulations around serums I created. I wanted them to be easy. You can apply them to the skin, enjoy them, move on with your life. You know, I don't have enough time to be worrying about layering and caring, which is why about which order things go in. So no, they're designed to work with everything else done. But great question, and hopefully you're loving the serums, and thank you very much for your support. RD said, can you please do a video about growth factors and the best serums with these in? I'm not sold on growth factors. I'm not sold on growth. They were a big thing about 3 years ago. They're still around today, but obviously they're not as hyped as they used to be. I'm not the biggest fan, if I'm honest. I just think, A, it's another ingredient that I've got to slot somewhere in my routine, so that's why I've tended to avoid them. But also, I tried the Inculist Epidermal Growth Factors product. Didn't work at all. Tried another one, and I don't know, I'm not convinced. But yes, I can definitely do like the pros and cons and talk about everything in a video for you. That's no problem at all. Can definitely do that. Miley said it's actually getting darker outside, which is not good because the light in here is already a little bit on the side. Yeah, it's very dark. Sorry about this. I feel like I'm Halloween vibes, people. We've got Halloween vibes. It's all very dark and mysterious. Miley says, I'm currently using Bubble Daydream and Face Theory, azelaic acid. Love both. How should I incorporate the ordinary salicylic acid and anhydrous into that? Will those products work together? Right, great question. So, absolutely, because you've gone for the anhydrous option. So I would say that the water-based one, salicylic acid, I wouldn't necessarily use alongside those. It could be too much. The anhydrous one, because it's in an oil base, actually will work really well with that. So it's how you want to use it is up to you. But I would say the best thing to do is whatever moisturizer you're using, put a couple of drops of the anhydrous salicylic acid into your moisturizer, and it turns it into a salicylic acid moisturizer. That way, you don't have to layer another product in. Just mix it in, put it to the skin, and it'll work. That is like the easiest way of guaranteeing it will layer well. So yeah, that would be my top tip. But it definitely can be used together. Let me know what you think about the azelaic acid. I love that one. I do love that one. Jan, great to see you. My love says, can't stay, bed calling. Oh, Jan. I bet it's so comfy and warm. Hopefully you have an amazing night's sleep. And we'll be here for you on replay. And sending a big love to anyone who is watching on replay. Just for future, if anyone is wondering, we're not usually this dark. this darkness isn't giving vibes. Shall I get the Alexa to turn on the lights? Let's see if we get Alexa, turn on living room lights. Let's see if she does it. There we are. There. It turned on the spotlights. Has that made it any brighter? Maybe. Marginally. No, probably not. It turned on like 2 lights here and here. Who knows? Anyway, I try not to talk to that Alexa. It spooks me out. I swear she's watching me. I don't know. John says, would Secret Key Essence work with copper peptides in a morning routine, and which first? So yes, it would work with copper peptides. In fact, it worked really well with them. I would use the Secret Key Essence first because I found the copper peptides would apply a little bit better onto damp skin. So you're using that essence almost to dampen the skin. So yeah, I think that'd work really, really well. Shelley, great to see you, my love. Thank you so much for joining. And Jana says, hi, after the longest time having a glass of wine, the Magic Fat Skin family, we've missed you. We've missed you. And I'm sending lots of love to Slovakia. And I bet that rainy Slovakia is not a patch on rainy UK. We have like full storm here. It was like I woke up to a storm warning in August. Oh, I know. But we've missed you, Jana. I hope all is amazing with you. Sylvie says, how are the animals doing? I can't see any furry friends in the room. Oh, Leo is up there on his cat tree and everyone else is out of the room. They were just napping. I think it's so dark. I think it's bedtime. But Leo's up at the top of his cat tree. I would get him down and show you, but I'm in full disclosure, I'm in my pyjama bottoms. I thought I'd put a decent top on to present this, but I wasn't going to get out of my napping pyjama bottoms, so I don't feel that the world is ready for that. John says, it's taking me back to the whole like pandemic vibes. Do you remember when we were all on Zoom calls, dressed to the nines up here, nothing on the bottom? Channeling that. John says, hi Rob, I ordered your sunscreen in June. June last update I got was my orders in transit. Coming to South Africa, Is there any issues? John, so there shouldn't be. If you just let us know, South Africa, it might need some extra custom stuff on it. We can do it. We can look into it. If you just go to www.madaboutskincare.com and you just, there's a contact us section, just put your order number in there and ask for an update on your order, and we'll look into it. If in an ideal world, every single delivery would be smooth sailing. Normally are, yeah, and currently 97.7% of our orders arrive on time. The others sometimes need some extra custom stuff, sometimes need a little extra, but that's what I'm here for. Tom supports with. So yeah, just reach out to us on that. We'll be able to sort it out for you. No problem at all, John. Jamie said, I'll look out for your email as well. Jamie says, hi Rob, thanks for always dropping the knowledge. Thanks for always watching. We love you. Thank you so, so much. Karen says, lovely to be here. Please can you use Snoxin 2 with vitamin C? Oh, you can. I do. Yeah, you absolutely can. I think it's a myth that you can't use the two together. I use them together. Work so, so well. So yes, definitely use them together. I think they work really, really well together. Would fully recommend it. Absolutely. So let's see. Amy says, Rob, what's the Netflix program you mentioned? It's called Wild Wild Country or Wild Wild County. Basically, it's like, so how it's set up, I won't spoiler it for anyone. It's I think it's 7 parts. So basically, lots of people went to India to experience this spiritual leader and his teachings, and he was big on like meditation and well-being, and lots of people left like their stressful jobs and just went to find themselves in India, and anyway decided they wanted to stay and set up this community of people that based around this spiritual leader. Anyway, they outgrew the place that they had in India, and so they decided to move somewhere else. Chose Oregon. I think that's quite a, I mean, I'm sure Oregon is absolutely amazing and lovely. I just thought it was a bit of a random choice. But anyway, they upstick to Oregon and they bought this humongous ranch in Oregon and decided to move 40,000 people there. So 40,000 people descended, and this town that was next door that had like 40 people in it decided they weren't too happy. I mean, I can kind of see both sides. I wouldn't really be happy with 40,000 people turning up on your doorstep. But equally, they bought a ranch, they can live there. So it was all a bit that anyway, they were a cult. People call it a cult. And for the first 2 episodes, I was like, I don't think they are a cult. I think they're just like people meditating together and having a nice time together and living together. And okay, their lifestyle is very different to mine, but that doesn't mean it's a cult. And I was kind of on their side. Then the crimes started happening, quite extreme activity started happening. I was like, oh wow. It escalated very quickly. So by episode 3, you're like, wow. Okay, yeah. And then, you know, when they had like 800 federal charges against one person that was leading most of this and all that. There was a lot going on. So it escalates quite quickly. So I would say, like, yeah, it's called Wild Wild County, Wild Wild Country. Anyway, it's really good. Definitely worth a watch. The first 2 episodes, you'll probably be on the side of the cult and be like, is it really a cult, or are they just people having a nice time together? And you'll be probably on their side and think, yeah, people should put out minding their own business. And then it escalates. You're like, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's really good, though. Hooked. Binge-watchable programming. So, Solveig says, I have to say that the Mad About Skin sunscreen has been seeing me well through the Norwegian summer. Very happy customer. Thank you. It makes me really happy when people are saying, this is my summer go-to. I mean, it's our bestseller by, like, far, like, by a country mile, which is amazing. Because I think it's the product that took the longest to create. Yeah, I think it took the longest to create and was the hardest to bring to market. So it makes me very happy when people are like, yeah, it's my summer go-to. Oh, thank you, Solveig. Thank you. Jan says, quick question. With the Numbuzzin 5 serum, love it. I used it in the AM with the Mad About Skin serum. Where would you put the Numbuzzin? I would put it before the Mad About Skin serum on a morning. I mean, you could do it either way. It really doesn't matter. But I think I would put it on before because it's slightly more lightweight than the Mad About Skin one. So I would use it and then the Mad About Skin one on top to kind of lock everything in. That's how I would use it, Jan. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. I love that product so much. Love it so much. Mally says, Rob, your blackhead video short went viral. Over 1 million views. Yeah, I know. And some of the other ones have got like 750,000 views and stuff. It's madness. It's madness. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a weird kind of it's a weird feeling because I've been on YouTube 3 years now and spent 3 years been like, oh, one day we'll have a viral video. One day, like, and some videos got like 100,000 views, 200,000 views. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. And then in a week, a video gets 1.8, I think it's got 1.8 million views. And it's amazing, but there's also that other bit, and you're like, oh, really? They had to choose that video? You know what I mean? And I always think it's like, I don't know. I'll always be honest with you guys because we're like family, so we say it as it is. Like, I can spend some of the long form content that I create can take me 5 hours to create. You know, you got the filming, you got the researching, you got the editing, you got the uploading, you got the wording, you got to create the thumbnail. It could be like 5 hours worth of work to bring a long form video from start to finish. I know some content creators spend even more time than that. My editing's terrible, so I can't justify more than that. But I spend 5 hours on it, and it gets 10,000 views, gets 50,000 views, and I'm really happy with that. A video where I was just reacting to a blackhead removal, which, let's be honest, is a guilty pleasure for a lot of us, gets 1.8 million views, and it took me the best part of 2.5 minutes from start to finish, because shorts are so quick. You just film it, done. You can't edit it, so there's nothing to do, and then you put a few words like, this is a blackhead removal video, enjoy, done. It gets like 1.8 million views. Now, I'm not complaining, and I'm very appreciative of YouTube pushing out any of the content that I create, and that was a fun video to create, but I'm like, I don't know. It's a bit me like, why is that always the case? Why is that always the case? But you guys are loving those style of videos, so no change to the normal content. We're still doing the live streams, still doing the daily shorts videos on other topics. Every other day we're doing a long form video, and then we'll pepper them in with some of the blackhead removal videos, which you guys seem to love so much. I'm happy to create what you guys want to see, but it's not gonna replace the existing content. It's just going to be an addition to. Hopefully that makes sense. Lynch says, hi Rob, love all your information videos. Oh, thank you. Sending you lots and lots of love to Philadelphia. And thank you for your love and support. Suzanne said, we had tornadoes in Slovenia. The first time, terrifying. Now floods. It's a never ending swimming pool outside. I know. Like, Suzanne, first of all, stay safe, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. But yeah, some of the weather in Europe has been wild. Like Southern Europe, scorching hot, like family in Gibraltar, and it's scorching hot there. Northern Europe seems just a washout. Yeah, not great. Somewhere in the middle would be better. Scott says, stop by Long Beach anytime, Rob. Scott, get the pina coladas on. I'm coming over. Kat says, I hate the new formulation of the ordinary matrixyl copper peptides. Why did they do this? Any recommendation? So they say they haven't changed the formula, but you know what, Kat? There is a different texture to it. I personally actually prefer this texture. I think it's easier to apply, but I get it. They say they haven't changed the formula, but there is definitely a texture change. Has anyone else noticed that? I'm glad you said that, Kat, because I was trying to thinking, am I going mad? Yeah, I don't know. Danny says, I want to try the Numbuzzin number 3 because the number 5 is out of stock. Do you recommend it a lot? Danny, love. My 3 favourite things from Numbuzzin as a brand. Number 5 serum, which is amazing, but you're right, it's always out of stock. The number 3 serum, which is stunning, like glass skin in a bottle, stunning, and their sunscreen. Those are the 3 products that I would recommend all the time. Love it. So yes, definitely worth it. It's not the same as the number 5 serum. So the number 3 is going to give you that glass skin, that flawless look, hydration, smoothness, calming and soothing, whereas the number 5 is much more targeted at brighter skin and hyperpigmentation. So you can use the 2 together. They're not interchangeable, but if you want to buy something from Numbuzzin, the number 3 would be my second choice after the number 5. So yeah, I think you're doing the right thing, Danny. Jan says, I'm watching on my laptop for a change instead of my phone. And wow, your skin looks flawless. Thank you, Jan. It's the dark lighting, Jan. Not going to lie, I look great at Halloween. Yeah, I need a smoke machine and dark lighting. I look my best. But thank you, Jan. I know what you mean. Thank you very, very much. I just wish I'd put some ring lights on or something. But a lot of people say, like, content creators almost don't use filters, but they use lighting as a filter. Well, this is as raw as you can get. There is no lighting on me, as you can tell for it being so dark. John says, do you ship your products to South Africa? I do, absolutely, John. South Africa, we have quite a few customers in South Africa. We do track shipping that is fully insured as well, because I know lots of people in South Africa say, is it insured? Absolutely it is. So yeah, we ship the products to South Africa and they're fully insured. Make sure that you use that YouTube, all capital letters, all one word discount code though. Don't want anyone overpaying. Susanna says, I've been trying to try those. You have to tell me how you get your hands on it. Yeah, Danny, let us know, what do you think of the Numbuzzin products if you try them? Caroline says, hello, new here, love your videos and advice. Thank you, Caroline, we love you. Welcome. Suzanne says, how was your mini vacay, Rob? Any special drinks? Oh, yeah, that's what I was. That's where I was, Suzanne. Gosh, was that only a week ago? It was lovely. I'm absolutely obsessed with Negroni cocktails now. So I think that's the development, which is like Campari with Martini Rosso with gin. It's lovely. Really recommend that. I also had some great, great food. Just yeah, all right. It was too short. I would say because of the cost of the hotel. I was having this discussion with Tom because of the cost of the hotel. I decided to just do 2 nights instead of more, and I regret it. I should have done 3 nights because I was enjoying it. You know, when you've almost just started to relax and then you're back on a plane. That was my only thing. So, but I'll just have to go back. I'll have to go back to them. Let's see. Lisa says, "Hi Rob, got your sunscreen and anti-aging oil. Thank you, Lisa. How are you, my love? I hope all is amazing with you. Love the little note inside. Thank you. Also, use the oil. I use the oil at the end of my skincare and the ordinary matrix and line. Is it all too much to use?" So, first of all, no. I did see your comment, by the way, Lisa. I wasn't ignoring you. I saw your comment on a video earlier. Just hadn't got round to replying to the comments yet. But I'll answer it here instead, live. So, yes, I would use the oil at the end of your skincare routine. A, because it's an oil, and B, because I think retinoids just work best at the end of a routine. Your matrix and the line will be earlier on in the routine, and you absolutely can use them together. So, there's no problem. You can use them together without any issue. But the oil goes at the end of the skincare routine. You can either mix it in with your moisturizer, if that's your preference, or you can apply it and then use your moisturizer after, or vice versa. It's really flexible. It's designed to be a super flexible product, so use it how you want to use it. But because it's oil based, always at the end, because if you put an oil on early on in your routine, any water based serums won't be able to get through it, so you'd be wasting them. So your water based serums first, then your oil after. Hopefully that makes sense, Lisa. But thank you for your support, and let me know what you think of the products when you've given them a really good trial. Barbara says, "Do you have an opinion on Freo products?" I'm not a fan. I've used lots of them. I've tried lots of them, and I will say that as a brand, their customer service is great. I had a problem with one of their products and returned it like that. Love their customer service. Really had a good experience with that. Not a fan of their products, only because I don't think we ever use devices enough in skincare to get your money's worth. So I bought a red light LED mask. Love it. But I don't use it enough to get the money that I paid for it back, if that makes sense. And that's the same with Freo, or Furio, however you say it. I do like their products. They're easy to clean. I think the price point is fair for what they're offering, but I also think, I would say to everyone, before you order a skincare device, any skincare device, not just those, a skincare device, am I going to use this enough to actually get the value? That would be my question. But great comment. Hannah says, what products to pair with adapalene for acne-prone skin? Salicylic acid. I would use salicylic acid in the morning, adapalene in the evening, and a good moisturizer, because adapalene can dry out the skin a little bit, so get a good moisturizer. If you can get a moisturizer with centellerin, that also pairs really, really well. Hopefully that helps. At least the black oil box is stunning. Thank you. I wanted to create something different to the usual white boxes because it's for the evening. That was where my mind was at with that. So I'm so glad that you enjoyed. Thank you. Avi says, "Hi Rob, hope you're okay." I am, my love. Hope you are too. Thank you for your videos. No, thank you. I found them very helpful. Also, weather in Wales is terrible. My roses have capsized again. Oh, I know. My tomato plants are practically swimming at this point, my love. So you're not on your own. And thank you for your very kind words. Farida, hope I pronounced that right, says, "Hi beautiful, thank you. Sending lots of love to Callie." Said, "I would love to know how to combine glutathione products. My melasma is intense and I'm tired of using a variety of products." Well, what I would do, honestly, for your glutathione fix, I would walk into Target, get the Naturium Vitamin C Complex Serum, which has a really good dose of glutathione and a really good dose of vitamin C. And it's also got some other hyperpigmentation ingredients in there. Use that and then build your routine on top of it. So that's your glutathione fix. If you wanted to add a little extra vitamin C, you can on top of it. If you want to incorporate tranexamic acid on top of it, you can. But use that as your core product, because that'll get you vitamin C and your glutathione all in one. That would be my top tip. And I think it's worked really well for me in terms of streamlining and giving results. Hope that helps. John says, "Opinions on Dr. Sam Ellis' skincare line. The products look okay, but not what I need." You know what? I only found out she had a skincare line this morning. So I have no opinions just yet, because I genuinely haven't tried the products out. I've not seen them. I've not even read up about them. I don't know why. It just passed me by. And that's not to be shady to Dr. Sam, who I love. But for some reason, maybe I didn't get the video notification or whatever. But I am going to check it out in more detail. I'm going to order a couple. They're not... what I need either, John, if I'm honest. But I also like to try products out, particularly from other content creators. So I'm going to put a couple on order and do a mini review. They're not exactly what I'm looking for in terms of my own skincare needs, but they could benefit other people. So I'll pass them on after I've tried them to other people that can benefit. So yeah, watch this space for a review. It just kind of passed me by, but I'm thrilled for her. Dr. Sam Ellis is a wonderful, wonderful online dermatologist that I get so much information from. So I'm thrilled to bits for her. I just need to look more into it. May says, question for the man about skin exfoliating gel. I've been using it as a leave-on treatment after cleanse. Per instructions, it says rinse off. How long would you leave it on before rinsing off? So the instructions, and this is going to be changing on the new packaging where we're going to make it much clearer. So the instructions do say rinse off because what we wanted to do was give instructions for the most sensitive skin types so everyone can benefit from it. If you've got a resilient skin type that isn't prone to sensitivity, leave it on. Don't rinse it off. Leave it on because it'll actually self-neutralize and add to the hydration in the skin. So I would say leave it on. Probably my top tip. But we wanted, the reason those instructions were there so that even people with super sensitive skin can use the product and know how to use it. I hope that makes sense. Sweet Tea, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. John says, do V-Green do a Seeker Plus copper peptide ampule? No, but I would love that, John. But I might reach out to them and say, yeah, you need to create that. Is Tom here? No, Tom's having some family time. He'll be watching a replay for a change. I know. So let's collectively say hello to Tom when he's watching on the replay crew. Mally says, hi Rob, I've tried to order cleanser and type the code, but it says not working. Let me just do a little look for you. It should be working. I'm just gonna have a look and see. Let's see. Let me just have a look. Right, Marley, sorry about that. The cleanser wasn't added to the list of products that it worked with. I'm so sorry about that. That's on me. It's Marley. Have another go now. It will work. You might have to come out, go back in. It will work. So yeah, if you just use the cleanser and then type in the code, it'll absolutely work for you. And what I will get is, let's see if I can actually find... I will get a link that automatically has that code applied, so you don't even need to do anything. Like, you don't need to apply it. If I just leave that in the chat, so that link will take you through to the Mad About Skin website and will automatically have that code already applied, so you don't need to worry about it. You just pick the products you want and it'll already be there at checkout. I've just left that in the chat for you. Sorry, Marley, that was on me. That's it's been fixed. Lisa said, can't wait for the peptide. I can't wait. It's been a year in the works, Lisa. I am very impatient. I am very, very impatient. Solvik says, has everyone given the like button some love? Yeah, if you haven't already. I haven't even said this, have I? If you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and honestly, that does mean the world to me, so thank you so much. So Seashine says, can you remind me of the finish to your moisturizer? I would say it is skin-like finish. No skin is deadpan matte, so it's not a matte moisturizer because no skin is matte. It's just got a tiny amount of dewiness to it. So it's not greasy, it's not really dewy, it's not luminous. Some people love that finish, but this isn't going to give you it. It gives you your skin kind of finish. So it gives you just a hint of dewiness and plumpness. I hope that makes sense. I know that's quite difficult, but I think brands either say the moisturizer is dewy or matte. I'm like, there is actually quite a lot in the middle, and it's in the middle where I think it works great if you've got oily skin like me. It won't make you look greasy, but it also, if you've got dry skin, it won't make you look chalky and matte. It's just that perfect bit in the middle. Matt, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Lisa says, I swear your jelly cleanser is the best cleanser I've used. It makes my skin feel amazing. Thank you. I use it as my shaving gel. I used to have so many razor bumps because my shaving gel used to really irritate me. I now use the Mad About Skin cleanser as a shaving. It was like a revelation. I didn't even know I was creating it for that. Danny says that discount comes just in time. My friends are running out of the SPF bottles. I gifted them and asked me yesterday how do I get them because I can't do without it anymore. Danny, our number one promoter. And Danny, you can be the face of the brand, my love. I'm hiring you. Suzanne said I apply sunscreen twice a day mostly, but for some reason my arms got a whole lot of colour even though I use SPF all over. The sun has been insane before now. The rays are crazy. I know, it's so mad. Like the weather all over the place is so mad, so bad. And I'm the same actually, Suzanne. My arms always tan more than my face. I do the same application on both, like genuinely. But for some reason, yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see. Mally says, going to organise my skincare while watching the live stream. I'll never get to it. Good plan. This is the good chance to reorganize people's skincare if they want. I need to do mine. Someone take over the live stream. I could do it doing mine. So Scott says, so Rob, have you tried the zombie pack yet? I'm dying to know what you think. So, Scott, I have been putting it off. The only reason I've been putting it off is because I want to be able to give it a proper trial and I don't want like anything interrupting me. So I am going to be using it tonight. I'm going to have a bath. I'm going to have a chill. I'm going to put it on. Whilst watching my cult program on Netflix, I'm going to have it on. So I will let you know, Scott. The fact you reordered speaks volumes. I just think it's a really weird collection for Skin 1004 to have. But equally, it looks quite cool. I can't wait. Scott, I cannot wait. I will tell you as soon as I know. Molly says, you mentioned going into physical stores. Is there an ETA for that? Yes, with the new brand launch, there will be some physical stores. Starting out here in the UK and then spreading out from there. So yes, there will be some physical stores and I cannot wait. Amy said, haters, they're going to hate. Oh, there's a song in there. Players, they're going to play. That was a really 90s, like, track, and I can't remember what that song is, but you're right, Amy. If anyone knows the name of that song, let me know. Yeah, you're right, Amy. And I kind of feel sorry for anyone that says online hate, because I'm like, there's some content, I'm not going to name any names, don't want to put that negativity out there. There are some content creators I can't do with. They really annoy me. I don't like the content, whatever. So I scroll on by. Just keep moving. Why would I waste my time typing out a hate message? Why would I waste my time? Just walk on by. Also, YouTube has a don't recommend channel button. Just click that. You know what I mean? Like, that's easier and less time than leaving a little hate comment. I don't get it. Amy, I don't get it. And people get really angry. Like, really angry. I don't know why. I just, maybe I always try to put the perspective on it. When people leave a hate comment, I always think that person must be really, really sad. Like, not sad as in like, you're so sad, but as in like, actually must be quite miserable. Because if you're happy, why would anyone's content bother you? You could just walk on by. You know what I mean? So I always think maybe people do it from a place of a lack of happiness on their part. But that's how I try to justify it. Priyanna says, love your colour. I love that colour in you. Thank you, my love. Sending you lots and lots of love. Marion says, I found a new sunscreen. Calm water barrier. It's great for the hot, humid south. I've been outside in my garden all week. Not melting off. It's like a primer for glass skin. Oh, what brand's it from? I need to... Oh, calm water barrier. Okay, I'm going to try it, Marion. I'm going to try it. You're selling. Hell says, come to Cyprus. Oh, hell, you have to ask me twice. I'll be there. See you tomorrow. Caroline said, don't understand that. If you don't like the content, don't watch. I get it. Yeah, this is my point entirely. If you don't like something, don't waste your time. Also, to any hater out there, honestly, like, you're legitimately wasting your time. Because when I see a hate comment, there's literally a button next to it that's just like, you know, hide user from channel. Click. Goodbye. Never to be seen again. Like... You know what I mean? Like, it's that easy, so it's kind of like wasting your time. Jennifer says, Rob the best. Thank you, Jennifer. We love you. Amy says, Rob, we need to see your closet. I don't think you ever worn the same thing twice. I have 1,000,001 block colours. Like, I've got my washing here, airing. We've got like hot pink, we've got hot green, we've got orange. I like a lot of colour. I used to always just wear blue. All my family used to joke about the fact I just wore blue. And then I thought, you know what? I think it was during the whole pandemic. I was like, actually, the world needs a bit of brightness in it. Let's just wear bright colours. So I just wore every bright colour going, and I love it. I love it. Sweet Tea says, always pity the haters. I mean, first, who hurt you? Second, they've seen good insults. It's just like, oh yeah, if you're gonna bother, send it. To be fair, I would respect a really good insult, a bit of sass. I respect that. Just like, I hate you. Cheers. Thanks. Delete. You know what I mean? Like, put some effort into it, people. Jinx says, what is a good all-in-one serum after vitamin C for the morning? I recommended that new non-buzzing one. Currently using Skin 1004 pore minimizing serum. Love that one. And the Mad About Skin serum and sunscreen. Amazing. So I think the Mad About Skin serum I would use after a vitamin C, and that kind of gives you all-in-one. because it's got everything else that's going to layer well with the vitamin C. Hope that helps. Lisa said, I genuinely don't understand why your jelly cleanser isn't #1 bestseller. I love the little thing inside. Your skincare BFF. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. It's actually the cleanser. You know what? The cleanser when we launched was the worst seller. It's consistently been the worst seller. And then all of a sudden, about a year ago, it took off, and now it's in the top 3 bestsellers. Bizarre. I don't know why. Whether people just. It's always had its cult people that bought it time and time again, but all of a sudden everyone's given it a chance and decided they love it, which is great. But I don't know what changed that. I have no idea. I have no idea. We just go with it. But it's definitely getting the love I think it always deserved. So John says the only Inklis products are like glycolic acid 10% toner and fulvic acid cleanser. That fulvic acid cleanser is really nice. I'll give it to the Inklis. Not my favorite brand, but that fulvic acid cleanser is really nice. I always have a lot of time for that. Genuinely, it's worked really well. So Harper says, hello, am I getting Matrixil in Hyaluronic sub-Q or dermatology needleless? You are in sub-Q, but that's obviously been discontinued. I don't know in that dermatology one. I'll have to look out. Do you mind just cutting that comment and pasting it in the main comments? I will get back to you straight away. I'm not 100% sure. Krista says, hi Rob, my niece is dark skinned, 6 on the gel scale. Someone mad about skin work for her. So yes, it works for all skin tones, all skin types. I wanted to create something that was universal. The only thing I would say is the exfoliating gel, which is sold out anyway, so it's easy. I probably wouldn't use on deeper, darker, and richer skin tones. I think it can work, but I would proceed with a bit of caution because sometimes it's got a high potency. It works really well. I know a lot of people with darker skin tones that say it's great, but I always say proceed with a bit of caution. Every other product designed to work on all skin tones. Absolutely, it will definitely work, Krista. Just promise me that you'll use that YouTube discount code because I don't want anyone overpaying. So it says, I said my jaw just dropped. Alexa, you creepy. Oh, she is. Oh, she's spying on me. I don't know. I think it's Vladimir Putin in there. I'm pretty sure he's in there spying on me. I don't think he's sad enough to spy on me. Alina says, can you use your serum while breastfeeding? You absolutely can. The only product that you shouldn't use whilst breastfeeding is the retinoid because retinoids aren't recommended. But yes, absolutely you can. No problem whatsoever. Molly says, thanks for the recommendation. Face Day As Clear is definitely my favourite azelaic acid. I think it might go stronger. I went stronger and used 20% and then I went back to the 15% because I got a lot of irritation. So try it and then see. But you might end up going back. I did anyway. So I said, do you remember the clap lights? Oh, God, yeah. Do you remember? By your bedside table, you could tap it on and off. I mean, why you couldn't just use the switch? I don't know. But I had one of those. You clapped and it... And then you're in the middle of a football game and you're clapping and then your lights are having a hysterical fit. Not great. Priya says, I bought the Skin 1000. I bought the Skin 1004 Blue Serum. Love that one. Drink Elephant Proteiny Peptide Cream. Your thoughts on both? I love the Skin 1004. I think it's a really great price point. I think it's a really great serum. The Drink Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. Great if you like a thick moisturizer. I think it's overpriced for what it is, but it has got lots of peptides in. And it is a nice thick moisturizer. So if you like thick, heavy-duty moisturizers, you'll like it. I think it's slightly overpriced for what it is, but people love it and it does work. So, you know, if you were happy with the price point, then see how the product works for you. But let me know. Definitely let me know. Danny says, dressed up on top, PJs under. That's not a BFF and I say, let's start the false advertising campaign. It's true. Let's do it, Danny. Let's do it. Scott says, also remember people with high levels of narcissism seek attention in the way they can. So that's maybe 10% of the population has these traits. I think that's what a lot of people that leave hate comments are looking for attention. It doesn't work because you can, like the thing on YouTube is right next to the comment is that hide user from channel button. Just click, gone. You know what I mean? It's no effort. Jennifer says, what's the most important tip of the day to stay young looking? Jennifer, 2 things. Wear your sunscreen. Don't obsess about it. What you can do with sunscreen is better than not applying it. If you can only use it once a day, that's enough. Better, don't feel like there's no point doing it at all because you can't reapply every 2 hours. One application is better than none. Don't worry if you're not using the exact amount of product. Just use what you can do. Do what you can with skincare. So I would say, yeah, skincare should be fun. It should be enjoyable. Yes, there are some important ingredients like sunscreen, but you should be enjoying your products. And at the end of the day, focus on what. So my top tip with skincare is focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. Instead of following someone's 10-step skincare routine, which isn't going to be feasible for a lot of people, focus on what you can do. And that's what's most important for you. And I kind of nicked that off a dietitian that I saw online. I was just scrolling. I saw one of her videos and she said, when you're on a diet or you're managing your food or whatever, focus on what you can add to your food rather than what you can take away. So instead of like stripping things out, focus on what you can add to bulk out, make it more healthy, improve the fiber content, all that. That's how I see skincare. Instead of stressing about what you can't do and stripping things out and panicking, look at what you've already got and then think, what can I realistically add to this to improve it? That's how I would approach it. And that'll keep you looking young and beautiful, Jennifer. No, but I'm sure you already do anyway. Scott says some people are driven by personality disorder and acted. Yeah, I think that there's a lot going on in the world now. And I think we should all just be a bit happier. Like, for other people. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're not feeling happy, that's okay. But don't try and drag someone else's down at the same time. That's how I would look at it. Rose says, I have a bit of a random question. Oh, we're fine with random questions. Can you use fermented products with azelaic acid, tranexamic acid, and vitamin C? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. They don't get neutralized. I'm just going to let the dog in who's whining at the door. Bear with. Are you coming in? Right, okay. Great. Now we've got you out. Wait, right. Just because... Yes, as always, mooning at the door. Yes, this is Lon. This is thank you. This is my miniature accent. He's not a miniature. We were sold a standard. It's fine. Wouldn't change him for the world, but he's definitely not miniature. Yes. You're gonna say hello to everyone. Yeah, say hello to everyone. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, was it worth it all that whining? Yeah. He just hates fear of missing out with this dog. Fear of missing out. So let's see. See where we are. Viking, great to see you. Says it's been a while since last time I was here. Yeah, we've missed you. Hope everything is amazing with you. Suzanne says blackhead videos was your big break. Oh, what a world! I know, Suzanne. Look, in an ideal world, we take what we give it. We take what blessings are presented to us, Suzanne. Did I think I would want to be known for squeezing zits? Probs not. But you know what? We take what we're given. So Danny says, Rob, you need to forgive me if I don't click the like on some of the blackhead videos. As soon as I get that on my screen, intend to swap down. I don't dare come back. Danny, forgiven. Let's see. Jan says, love the numbers in 5. Combines so many ingredients: tranexamic acid, niacinamide, ceramides, glutathione, 3 vitamin C's, and it doesn't irritate. I know, Jan. It's impossible how they do it, but I love it. Roseanne, great to see you. Don't worry about being late, my love. We are just glad to have you here. Sending lots and lots of love all the way to Leeds. I'm up there in a few weeks' time. Well, like a month's time, doing a little shopping with Mum. So I'll so sending lots and lots of love to Leeds. Viking says, my face dermatitis is driving me nuts. I use CeraVe facial cleanser, Lipicard triple moisturizer, and Vaseline. It's still there every day. I thought after winter I was going to get a little bit better help. I would say if it's really bothering you, consult someone that's able to take a look. Make sure that that's the right diagnosis, which I'm sure it is, but just double down on that. I might be able to give you something to kind of kick off the treatment, if that makes sense. And I would say maybe look at the cleanser. Sometimes it's the, which one did you say you use? Oh, the CeraVe facial cleanser, which is quite gentle, to be fair, but sometimes the cleanser can be the issue with this, so it's worth trying something else, see if that helps. It might not, and you might end up going back to that one, which is fine, but that might be worth trying. Hopefully that helps anyway, my love. Emo says, I have the Allies Skin Vitamin C. Do I still put that on first and then the Neod Mist, then Medicate, Liquid Peptides, and Allies Skin Niacinamide? Oh, I would, no. In that case, I would use the Mist first, then the Liquid Peptides, then the niacinamide, then the vitamin C. I know people normally put vitamin C's on first. I do. But because of the silicone base of it, I would use it later on in the routine. Hopefully that helps. Marion says, I love the ordinary copper peptides. I've only had a new one, though. It doesn't peel or feel sticky like people were saying it is. Yeah, I think they've changed the formula. They say they haven't. I'm pretty sure they have. So Jan says, it was brighter when I made the comment, honestly. I think we've got progressively darker, Jan. I think we're now practically in the dungeon at this point. It's so dark here. Clarice, great to see you. Sending love to Brazil. Tashi says, what would your advice be for dark under eye area due to skin hyperpigmentation? I would take a hyperpigmentation serum, take it up under the eye. You absolutely can. Just patch test first. And set your expectations, because these treatments can take a long time to show. Under eye discoloration can take upwards of like 6 months to treat. So just set your expectations right and don't abandon products because it's not working in 2 weeks or something. That would be my advice. Kelly says, hi Rob, do you use hyaluronic acid? No. So it says, how do I use hyaluronic acid to where it's actually moisturizing my skin rather than feeling sticky and drying? I don't like hyaluronic acid. I'll put it out there. I wouldn't use a separate serum. It's already in all of your other products anyway. It might be that you're using a serum when it's already in the rest of your skincare and it's too much for the skin and that's causing the problem. So I personally wouldn't use it. I would drop. Are we keeping you up, Lorne? Yawning? Are we keeping you up? Should we cancel everything so you can go to bed? He says yes. So I would say, Kelly, drop the hyaluronic acid. You're probably getting a fix of this great ingredient in the rest of your skincare. If you do want to continue to use it with as a standalone serum, maybe mix it in with your moisturizer. That should help. Lisa, thank you, Rob. I love you too. Love you. Let's see. Now you're gonna get fidgety. Dog. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna just move everything so you don't start typing with your nose. Jim says, I have quite resilient skin. Can I layer AHAs and BHAs? You can. I wouldn't layer multiple AHAs, but you can put a salicylic acid and a glycolic acid together if you've got resilient skin and there's no issue. Sweet Tea says, I swear I need a skincare routine that's nothing but face misters right now. This morning I washed my face and accidentally bumped my nose and ow. Ooh. Sending you love, Sweet Tea, sending you love. Roseanne says, I love your videos. They explain everything so, especially the dozy rose like me. Oh, don't worry, I'm the same, Roseanne. And thank you so much, my love. That means a lot. Suzanne says, I love the video where you praise the non-buzzing sunscreen. That's why I still love the Can Make Mermaid Skin one, because it creates a bit of a filter. Yeah, I didn't even know it was kind of doing that, Suzanne, until a lot of people were like, oh, it kind of gives a filter. And I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, yeah, it does. Oh, hello, dog. Yes, hello. So, yeah, I do like a little filter. Look, who doesn't like to cheat the day? Just a little bit, Suzanne. Jim says, recommendations for budget-friendly Azure serums other than the ordinary. I can't think off the top of my head. Get back to Jim. I'll get back to you. I'll have a look. There are some. I just can't think off the top of my head. Marley says, thanks, Rob. The coach is working out. Thanks, Marley. Sending you lots and lots of love. Let's see. Where are we? Suzanne says, I remember a long time ago there was someone on this chat spouting a bit of hate speech. I felt like a mother hen to pretend it. I'm still angry that it happened. Oh, thank you. Don't be angry on my behalf, Suzanne, because water off a duck's back. I feel bad for other people that have like hate comments and stuff like that, because it genuinely doesn't bother me. Like I'd be honest with you guys, if it did, genuinely doesn't. Like I don't care. Because I'm in a great headspace and nothing worries me. But not everyone has that luxury of being in that same mindset. And I always say to people that want to leave a little hate comment, like, really? Like, why would you be the person that maybe tips someone over? And no. Oh, did I ever tell you the funny story about the troll that we had, though? Oh, I'll tell you this before somebody needs their WALK. I can't say it, otherwise they'll go mad. But yeah, so basically, on one video, someone put a comment like, I can't remember what the comment was, but it was just like, I don't like how you present these things. I don't like this. I don't like that. Blah, 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 blah. Do this different. And I just messaged back saying, and for some reason that day I thought, no, I'd just delete it. But I was like, no. So I just messaged back saying, hi, like, I'm sure that you meant this comment constructively, wasn't really presented that way. If you have some feedback to give, sorry, Lord, nearly fell off there. If you have some feedback to give, you can be nicer about it. You know, I'm absolutely fine, but a lot of people aren't in the best headspace. Why would you be that person that ruins someone's day for no reason? Clearly, you're not having your best day. Hopefully it gets better. This person messaged back was like, oh my gosh, I never thought you'd actually read the comments. Sorry, I was just in a mood doing a bit of trolling. Sorry, never thought you'd actually read the comments. So I messaged back with like, why would you choose to be that person? Thanks. Left it at that. Actually, never heard from her since. And I was like, why would someone do that? Oh, sorry, just doing a bit of trolling. No. That's not okay. But it did give me a chuckle, because clearly this person was like, oh, sorry, I thought I was just like, I was feeling bad, so I just thought it'd make me laugh. No. Stephanie says, yeah, just post a... Oh, scroll on by. This is it. The beauty of the internet is we can choose what we want to watch. Scroll on by. Rosanne says, you're always so bright and bubbly. So lovely. Thank you. Also, I love your products. Can't wait for them to be in shops. Oh, Rosanne, I can't wait for... You'll be able to walk into the light. Like, I can't tell you what shops they are now, but you'll be able to walk in to the light in Leeds and you'll be able to buy the products direct. Can't tell you any more about the brand because it's embargoed, but you will be able to. Let's see. How did we get back to bunny slapping? I've scrolled past that. I've no idea how we got there. Jan says, I feel like this chat accidentally invents new euphemisms somehow. I feel that, Jan. I feel that. Nancy says, hope you have plans to bring your products to shops in the US. Oh, absolutely. There are plans. There are plans, Nancy, underway. Promise you. John says, thank you, Rob. I've sent an email regarding the sunscreen order and haven't received, but love for South Africa. I will get onto it straight away, John. I will look out for it straight away. Jan says, twerk, twerk, twerk. I don't know where this comment. I don't know where this conversation's gone. And Amy says she's never clapping again. I have no comments. Bury Me in Black says, when applying an exfoliating toner, do I use a hydrating toner before or after it? I would use it after it. Leave it on like 2 minutes and then use a hydrating toner after. Rebalances everything, hydrates it back. Definitely the way I do it. Suzanne, I've just read your comment. I can't read that. I can't read that out without laughing. Suzanne, you are like a ray of sunshine in my life. Suzanne, never, ever change. Never change for anyone. Ever. Ever. I have no comments. It's very rare. You ask my mother how many times in my life I've been speechless. She would say less than 5. That's where I'm at right now. Caroline says, oh, interesting. Can you put lactic acid under your eyes for dark circles? You can. I would go in a cream form of lactic acid, like something like the Face Theory OcuWake eye cream. I would do that over just pure lactic acid, just to minimise the irritation, but you absolutely can. Yeah. Marion says, I wish the Slowpoke male would hurry up my Madarax Skin Sunscreen. I really tried to try it on my lips. Can't wait for you to try it, Marion. I cannot wait. All right, I think. Where I've got to the bottom of the chat, but I think I might have missed some comments. If I have, sorry. Leave it in the main comment section. I'll get back to you straight away. Priya says, I love your positivity, Rob. It's infectious. Thank you, my love. Thank you. With everything going on in the world, we've got to stay positive somehow, haven't we? And if slapping a little skincare on and talking about bunnies and the ridiculousess that has been this chat brings happiness to the world, I'm all for it. It's made me incredibly happy, and so hopefully it's brought a bit of joy to you guys too. Jennifer says, thanks, Rob, you're awesome. Thank you, my love, you're awesome too. Amy says, see what you all did? You embarrassed Rob. I know, it is a rare feat. Nothing ever embarrasses me and I'm never speechless. Done it in one. Krista says, remember the hamster guy? Rather fondly, I must admit. Oh gosh, do you remember that guy? Yes. Oh, I remember. I wouldn't say he's a troll, more of a hamster obsessive. That was quite weird, Chris. I've just remembered that. So that's what Rob made me squeak. Life goals. Priya says, Rob, can you share your knowledge on sodium benzoate and what ingredients shouldn't be used with? Oh, great idea. Let me just make a note of that. I've got a pen and paper. I could do a shorts video on that. That's easy. And if people would like to see that, no props. Done. Oh, I can't read that. Good luck reading that in a minute, but I'll rewrite it out when I'm done. Sweet Tea said we need to try to make a Rob blush contest one day. I'm game if you guys are. I'm game if you are. Tashi says skincare is mental health care for me. I think it is true. I think a lot of us get a lot of joy out of our skincare, and so we should. Katrin says, is the ordering of Matrixol plus hyaluronic acid comedogenic? Without wanting to open our whole can of worms, I don't believe in comedogenic. I know a lot of dermatologists that also say, because our skin is all unique, different things work for different people. So different products will break you out differently. So I can say I've used, and I'm very oily and acne prone, I've used the Matrixol by The Ordinary for years, never had a single issue, never broken me out. Doesn't mean that the same will apply to everybody, but I can say from my own experience, it doesn't. Whereas some things that people say 100% aren't comedogenic, it's fine, break me out like nothing else. So the whole comedogenic thing, I haven't had much success with in the past, but I can say, Katrin, from my point of view, it's never broke me out. Amy says, Rob, have you got your Mary and May products? They came today, Amy. They came today, and I'm so excited. Tonight's skincare routine is going to be extra, and I mean like extra with a capital big X. Seashay said, feel better. I feel better. Thanks, Madarax Skin family. I'm wishing you all a great week. Seashay, same to you. I have come off this live stream absolutely buzzing. So thank you all for being fabulous, being wonderful. And I'm going to tell Tom that I missed a corker of a live stream, and that we hope to see him all back very soon. Shelley says, thank you so much for doing these live streams. Look forward to them. It always helps me get my weekend started. Get that weekend started, people. Hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, an amazing Sunday, and yeah, just take care of yourself. There's a lot going on in the world, and just make sure that look after yourselves, look after each other, make good choices and stay fabulous. Love you all. Bye.